it's Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and today I want to show you The Beauty of Horror. It's a gorgeous colouring book and it's by Alan Robert. Now usually when people write things like a gorgeous colouring book on the tagline, I instantly ignore it because usually it's not true. In this case, it is. This is one of the most gorgeous colouring books I've seen. Beautifully presented, beautifully laid out. The illustrations are stunning. And as most of you know, I don't really like horror that much. I get scared. I like bunny rabbits. I like whimsical. But really, the illustrations on this are just so beautiful that even I fell in love with it. Unfortunately, it didn't fall in love with me. And I've actually videoed this book 6 times now, and each time it is cursed with something. So I'm hoping now for 7 times lucky. So we've got a beautiful dust jacket that you can colour both the inner and the outer cover. The outer cover is a gloss and the inner cover is matte. We've got this gorgeous card cover, which so much thought has gone into this book. We've got the beautiful red highlights that just instantly remind you of blood and gore, and surrounded by this is a lighter tone of black with like a filigree type mirror surrounding all of this artwork here for the title. Complementary gorgeous red spine that really showcases the book. And it's not often that the card cover is as pretty as the dust jacket, but in this case it is. And then they've complemented it with this lovely red wallpaper on the inside. Got a fantastic title page, and they've gone to a lot of effort to make each of the letters from little bits and pieces of animals and leaves and whatnot, surrounded by all these gory skulls. Over here we've got a nice little bat and some buildings and a lovely little nameplate page. And over here we've got some creepy crawlies and whatnot to find throughout the book if you like that interaction. And here we've got these beautiful hand skeleton remains surrounding this field of flowers with a little story about a girl that gets lost in the woods and the things that she uncovers along the way. Now, I did think the book would give me nightmares, but it hasn't so far because the illustrations are just so stunning. There's so much detail that's gone into the work. You can see all the detail of all these leaves, little texture marks on the clothing of the skulls, and over here the additional shading and whatnot to give these a really artistic appearance. And some of the drawings are incredibly detailed, even like these chainsaws are very detailed. Now the images, as you can see, are all on both sides of the paper, which is a medium quality. It's not going to stand up to alcohol markers like Bics or Copics, but test out your Tombows, your water-based markers on one of the introductory pages and see how they react with the paper. There's a nice variety too in the images, although a lot are extremely detailed. There are some with some larger spaces here for people that have problems colouring those tight spaced images like this. Some people have a lot of trouble with that. And you know, my tip is if it's giving you trouble, just do a wash of colour over it rather than worrying about the itty bitty details. Now the illustrations do run up into the spine, but the binding on this book is really good, so it pushes down flat so that you don't get that huge gap where you're trying to poke your pencil. So lovely flat binding on it. And you can see how easily it's laying over for me. Now the paper is a medium quality and it's white. We've got a huge variety of illustrations here. We've got lots of skulls as we would expect, but also buildings and sea creatures and lovely scenes like even this decaying corpse and the sunflowers is actually quite nice. I thought that would give me nightmares. And then we've got these illustrations that are extremely detailed. So let's just zoom in over here, just so that you can see how detailed these are. We've got creepy clowns, which I always find extremely frightening. Gorgeous portraits. And the arachnophobe in me just wants to jump at that page. We can create our own image here. And here's some legend showing us where all those lost items are that we were to find. And the back of the book has got a skull there with some filigree around it. It's in a lighter shade of black, so probably won't be able to pick it up on the camera. And we've got this colorable dust jacket here and the back cover. It's absolutely stunning. A lot of work has gone into the layout and the presentation of the book, and the illustrations are just beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that review. Until next time, happy colouring.